Hello everyone, I wanted to do a video. First of all, I hope you're doing well. I wanted to do a video showing you how I do my diamond painting journal. I just started doing this year. No, all of these pages are not filled up with things. This journal originally was a gift. It's a planner, really, but I just put everything in my phone, so I wouldn't really have a use for this. So I figured, hey, let me turn it into something useful. And so now it is my diamond painting slash project journal. As you can see, here's one from January. I also put I don't know how well you can see this because of the webcam, but I do number the dates of the month. And then hopefully you can see here, I glue a piece of I glue a drill for each color with the legend. I also thought of putting my cross stitch pieces in here. I just haven't given myself time really to work on any cross stitches. I did start one when I went on my vacation in September. I just haven't worked on it since then because I've been quite busy, which you'll get to hear about in my next kitting up video if this goes up before then, or you will have heard about it in the kitting up video if this goes up after. This piece, which was a cross stitch, I am not finishing this. I've messed up on it far too many times, and I've given up on this one. So this one's a bust. But so this is kind of I don't know how well you can see this, like I said before, but I put some bullet points in. I put the size, whatnot. But luckily, like this one was for Taurus, I believe. Let's see. Yeah, this one was for Taurus. I didn't have enough space here to put the whole legend, so it's here. Um, but yeah, I do about one project a month, and so I put them in each section for the month because I don't know. To me it made more sense. And then as the years go by, say because this one was for July. I started this in July. This one. Next year for July, I can just go on to the next page and put the next one. And they already have what year they're for because I mark it down. So we're gonna do September because that is when I started. You've changed by Beyond Odd. And so these are Diamond Art Clubs, so if you don't know Diamond Art Club, they give you sticker sheets, and a lot of times you'll have extra stickers. So I just cut them out, keep them for later. I haven't found a use for them yet, but um, we will see. So just cutting it out. I will make this one smaller later, but for now you don't really need to see that. Oh, I got it. Okay. So you can also see this sticker is bigger than the page. So what I do is I find where I can cut and this is going to cut off some of this little star. And I do this differently every single time. So sometimes I'll do this, then this will be on the next page, or this will be on the next page. Like I said, it really just depends. So this, like I said, it is a sticker. to take it off. And here. There we go. Not entirely straight, but it's okay. And then here, I like to make these a little bit smaller. So I am going to end up cutting off these stars. Sometimes I do keep the stars on there, but I want to sort of maximize the space I have. So I'll do like that. Also, you can see on here probably, or at least you saw earlier, I'd written on here, that is the amount of time it took me to do that piece. This took me about 44 hours and 15 minutes to do. It is a round piece. There we go. You know, I said this in the post review, but I'm pretty sure I could have finished it. I really definitely could have finished it before I did, because I finished it on the 8th of October, and I do believe I could have just finished it in September. I was just really busy and incredibly tired, so I didn't really want to do anything more than I really needed to, but it's fine. There's no time limit for any of these. I'm trying to feel this. There we go. There we go. And then I'm going to cut this down more. Yeah, I'm going to cut this. So there's there'll be two strips of 18, because my bullet, so I try to do 3 bullet points at least for each of them. Just as like my primary thoughts on it, you know, like if I enjoyed it, the amount of color blocking versus confetti, maybe, because with this piece I did say I did kind of have an issue where not doing the piece, but just after it was done, how there's some really very dark blue and it's right like, next to black, and for me that is very hard to tell the difference in the two. But altogether the piece came out really lovely. I'm just not the best when it comes to colors that are really close to each other sometimes. And again, just cutting it out, making it pretty much a small I do like to keep these numbers on in case, for whatever reason, something happens. I can go, okay, this was this number, but I also know what the MCA was. So I'm just gonna take my cool glue. Make sure there's no glue at the top, preventing. There we go. Just I spread this like this because it is canvas, so it's not an entirely smooth surface. There is some texture to it. I want to make sure it's getting all in the crevices, so it will hold as best as possible. So I'm just gonna lay it down. I may in the future buy myself some extra drills in case I do come back to this and want to like fully fill some of these out that have not been fully done, I guess. Because like this piece won't have that extra, or it won't have the drill to show which shade it is. Because with some of these, because the drills are made in batches, sometimes they're a different hue of that color. Um, and if you've been diamond painting for a while, you kind of know what that means. Like it's like when you make soap. If you ever watch people who make soap and they make the same type of soap multiple times, it's not always going to be the exact same. Okay, so there's that part. And now I also changed the color of pen I use. So I have two pens right now that I use. Just a normal black ballpoint pen, and then I have this Jelly Roll purple glitter, which this one I wrote in black up here, so I'm going to use black for my bullet point. So I'll say, you know, good amount of color blocking and confetti. I enjoyed working on it. And then I'll put, could have been finished sooner. Busy month. Usually I write these a lot neater. I'm just trying to kind of, not really speed through it, but, get it, do it in a timely manner for you guys. I do usually only put the stuff in the journal when I'm done with the piece, but I figured I can also start this one. So again, gonna cut out the labels. Oh, and I forgot to put my time for this. So I'll put up here 44 hours, 15 minutes to do the whole thing. Like, I do believe the time amount would be the same, or maybe even slightly less. It's just that I could have potentially finished on an earlier day. Because, so like this one, I started September 12th, finished October 8th, compared to July, which this one was slightly bigger. This one was 56 by 74 centimeters. This one was 40 by 55 centimeters. This one I did in 10 days. This one was July 21st to July 31st. And as you can see, it's a little bit different. But yeah, so, and then we'll go back carefully. I should remove my extra pages from here, but I don't know where I would really put them. But anyway, I'm going to go over to October now, because I will be starting the meeting in October. I don't have a start or end date yet, but that's okay. We don't really have to be super duper. So this one, I'm going to do basically everything on this one except for the side. So this one, I will have to cut part of the top off. It's not going to be super straight, but it's fine. I'm not very particular. I just want it to all fit. So, this. So I'm gonna come out. So with this one, I'm gonna cut out part of what is in between. So I'm gonna cut out this picture, make some space, cut out some of the space either here or maybe up here. We will just have to see once I am done cutting them. And like I said, everyone is different. Every journal entry is different. I also don't have very many in here. Pretty much everything that I have shown on the YouTube channel is all what is in this journal, except for maybe 2 diamond paintings. There's 2 diamond paintings I've done that aren't in here as far as I know, potentially 3. But and then the only other projects in here are somewhere they were, like one was a hurricane, which I did not enjoy working on at all. I think I just don't like double-sided adhesive, or it might have just been the quality. It really just was not the best in my opinion, and it made me understand why some people do not like cooking. So here's our picture. And then I am not starting this today. So I will wait until this day when I actually start this to put that there. Let's see if this will fit. Yep, it should fit. If I can. Yeah, I think it'll fit. If not, you can cut something off the top. And you probably see I don't have the legend for this one cut off yet. I'm going to wait until I do the portion of the diamond painting by the legend, and then I'll cut off the legend. Because I don't want to be cutting it and then accidentally like cut into something that I don't want to be cut. So we're gonna place it, smooth it out. There we go. Perfect. So that is our beginning of this one. And now we just have to put the size and the shape. So this one, I know you probably can't see it too well. Square, and then this is just the size of the diamond painting. So this looks like it will all fit here with the top. So I'm just gonna attempt to straighten this out a little bit. And then go over here, try to do a similar size. It's not entirely straight. I don't have a paper cutter where it's like on a line and whatnot. But I do my best, you know? Pretty good. Not too bad. I don't know how well you're able to see that. I know things are a bit blown out. But doing my best. And then after I do this, I'll try to give you a quick little tour of let me try that. Alright, so this is just going to pop. And this, because this is 29 colors, I do think that I will be able to fit the, let's see, I do think I'll be able to fit the legend on here and my notes might be outside. But this is this part done. These scrap labels I just put at the front, beginning. But we can go real quick in backwards order. So we have the meeting, Bailey J. We have You've Changed by Dion Ong. Puritan by Katie Lipscomb. Little Red Riding Hood by JoJo's Art. June, I don't have one for some reason. I don't know. Maybe I didn't do one in June. I don't know. So this one was some stolen artwork, but it was Captain Spaulding. Oh, I see why. So but I don't have one there. So this one was one that I started in May, and then I didn't work on it for a while, and then finished it in July. And that's why, look over here, why this one started in July. But I think also was because of my Taurus project, which I started, maybe I didn't put it in here, I don't know. I thought I put it, yeah, it's in here. I don't know why I couldn't see that, but, so this one took me about 2 months to do, the Taurus project, which is by Josephine Wall. If you don't know, Josephine Wall stuff is incredibly confetti heavy. Her artwork is very lovely, and I really like it from some of the ones I've seen, but I'm not a fan of that much confetti. It makes me take an incredibly long time to do this. This one I started in May, and like I said, ended in July. It was pretty big, 70 by 88 centimeters, or 27.6 by 34.6 inches. But it was mainly this section of just getting started that I was not having fun with. Phases by Yume Art. This one I did in about 2 weeks. Started it in the middle of March, ended it in the beginning of April. This one, yeah. So here's this one had 43 colors. This one I felt like I sped through, like did it way faster than I thought I would do it. But this one also I did it where I worked on it almost every day. February, which was when I started my channel. This was the first thing I uploaded. This one is Snow White by Marilyn Consonale. I don't know if many of these are still available. I know when I posted the videos for them, I would put a link if they're available. This one was also my first Diamond Art Club. And I think I just put in here that I wanted some more ABs. There were 4 ABs, but I just wanted a little bit more in there. It came out really lovely. Not sure what this 8/10 means, but I did finish this in exactly a month, February 12th through March 12th. Oh, maybe that was like my rating for it was an 8 out of 10. I think when I originally did it, I was going to rate things out of 10, but I do think that was the only one where I actually did that. Yeah, that is the only one where I actually did that one. And then here we have January, with this one, which I don't know if this one is stolen or if it was like a stock image. But it was a B. It came out really nicely. January 23rd through February 5th, and then pretty much right after that I started the next one, started my channel. And then like I said earlier, this was my cross stitch that I had been doing for forever. It says that I started it in 2022, but that's not true. I started this in like high school, and if you don't know, I've been out of high school for about 6 years. So I didn't have a good time with this, and I never finished it. But that is where I'm at with this journal. And then there's this one, which was a hurricane. I put some of the drills up here, just glued them, let them hang out. I didn't do it for every single one, but I did not enjoy this at all. There was popping drills, there were spacing issues. I think it was just, I don't know if it's just Huracan's quality or not. This is the only double-sided adhesive I've done because I did not like it that much. I actually threw this away. This is the only diamond painting project I've thrown away. The rest of them I still have. It was not good quality at all. Um, there weren't. I don't think every piece needs to have AB drills. Like this, the Bumblebee one didn't have ABs, and the Captain Spaulding one didn't have AB. Um, but I think this one could have had them because it's just been planned. But it, like I said, did not enjoy it at all. Don't recommend getting this one unless it's from, if it's from a company where you're like, this is really nice quality, if this is a stock image. I don't know if this is stock image or if this was stolen. Um, Other than that, there's two other ones I've done, which are not in this because I just decided to start this year. And those two are from Distracted by Diamonds. Um, One was a big bat piece, and another one was, I believe it's called The Night. It's this little knight that is with dandelions and stuff. I can't think of the artist's name, but like everyone loves her. I think her name is like Genevieve or something. It starts with a G. I'm really horrendous at remembering names. And I guess another story real quick before I have to go. With the Brett one, I don't know if they still do this for Distracted by Diamonds. I haven't bought anything from them since buying those two, but I am someone who really appreciates guide circles for rounds. And when I got the bat one is a round one. There were no guide circles, and it was my first round piece. And I ended up not really enjoying it because I could see how like crooked everything was, which is totally not their fault. That is entirely my fault, just to say. That is entirely my fault. Nothing on that. I'm just got really bad. I'm not good at placing things. Um, but I think maybe now with my, because I've kind of been forcing myself to do rounds, I could potentially, do something without guide circles or with lighter guide circles than Diamond Art Club does. So I don't know. Maybe in the future I'll buy another round from them. I do look at their art sometimes that they have for these, and they're really lovely. Uh, but we will have to see. That all depends on how things go in the future. I do have a lot of diamond paintings that I do need to get to before I am allowed to buy any more. So, like I said, we will see. Um, but yeah, so going back to our next one, this one is a square. Um, a little bit brighter than the majority of the work I do, at least that I've shown on the channel, at least in my opinion. Yeah, I look forward to working on this. This one does have a lot of confetti, which I'm a little bit scared for because ever since doing the Josephine Wall one, which, like I said, very beautiful, came out really lovely, I'm afraid of confetti. That whole piece was confetti. um, but yeah, we'll have to see. And that's about it for my journal. If you have any questions, whatnot, let me know. I do try to respond to comments as quickly as possible. And I will see you in the next video. Be safe, drink water, try to get through another day in, and just do some self-care. Alright, bye.